Every spring, millions of gardeners walk into a garden center and buy the exact same thing. Bright annual flowers already blooming in perfect color. They look beautiful for a few weeks, and by late summer, most of them are exhausted, struggling, or completely dead. So, the next spring, people do it all over again. More money, more watering, more replacing. And after enough seasons, a lot of gardeners quietly start believing container gardening is simply supposed to be high maintenance. But that is not actually true. The truth is, most people have simply been choosing plants designed for temporary display instead of long-term survival.
Because there is a massive difference between a plant bred to look good on a nursery shelf for 2 weeks and a perennial evolved to survive heat, drought, winter cold, poor soil, and years of neglect. Today, I want to show you 11 lazy perennials that genuinely thrive in pots. Plants that come back year after year with surprisingly little effort. Some bloom for months. Some survive brutal summers. One on this list can sit in a container through snow and still look beautiful afterward. And number 1 is the perennial I now recommend to almost every beginner because it succeeds in containers even when people forget about it entirely. If you enjoy practical gardening advice without the usual nonsense, subscribe. And let me know your USDA zone or your state in the comments, because I always like seeing where everyone is gardening from. Now, let's get into it.
Number 11. Heuchera, coral bells. Some plants are grown for flowers. Heuchera is grown for color. And honestly, that is part of what makes it so reliable in containers. You aren't depending on a short bloom season to make the pot look good. The foliage itself becomes the display. Deep burgundy, lime green, burnt caramel, and almost black in certain light. A single coral bells plant can make an ordinary container look professionally designed. And unlike many flowering annuals, Heuchera does not collapse the moment summer heat arrives. The leaves stay attractive from spring deep into autumn, especially in containers that receive morning sun and afternoon shade.
What surprises most gardeners is how little maintenance this plant actually needs once established. The dense foliage naturally shades the soil surface, which helps retain moisture and suppress weeds at the same time. And because the root system stays relatively compact, Heuchera rarely becomes root-bound as quickly as many other container plants, hardy in zones 4 through 9. One good-sized pot can easily look beautiful for years with almost no intervention beyond occasional watering.
Number 10. Sedum Autumn Joy. This is one of the toughest container perennials ever introduced into mainstream gardening. Sedum Autumn Joy behaves almost like a succulent disguised as a flower. Thick leaves, strong stems, and deep drought tolerance. And that matters enormously in containers because pots dry out faster than garden beds. Most plants struggle with that. Sedum practically prefers it. In spring, the foliage emerges blue-green and compact with plant. By late summer, large, dusty pink flower heads begin forming above the leaves. Then autumn arrives, and the flowers slowly deepen into rich copper-red tones that remain attractive well into winter.
That is one of the reasons experienced gardeners love this plant in containers. Even after frost, the dried flower heads still look beautiful covered in snow or morning ice. Very few perennials give you that kind of 4-season structure in a pot. And once established, this plant genuinely rewards neglect. Too much fertilizer actually makes it weaker. Too much water often makes it flop. Sun, drainage, minimal interference. That is the formula.
Number 9. Hosta Patriot. Most people think of hostas as ground plants, but containers quietly solve one of the biggest problems hosta growers constantly fight in garden beds: slugs. Once hostas are elevated into containers, slug damage often drops dramatically because the pests simply cannot reach the foliage as easily. And suddenly, the leaves stay beautiful all season, instead of looking shredded by midsummer.
Patriot is especially good in pots because the white margins around the leaves brighten shaded patios and dark corners almost like natural lighting.
That contrast becomes extremely noticeable at dusk, and unlike many shade plants, hostas are surprisingly durable in containers, as long as they are watered deeply during extreme summer heat. One mature hosta in a large ceramic container can look expensive and elegant for decades. Some gardeners keep the same hosta containers for 20 years or more.
Number 8. Lavender Munstead. Lavender in the ground often disappoints people, especially in humid climates. The base becomes woody, the center dies out. Moisture lingers around the roots during winter and slowly weakens the plant year after year. But lavender in containers behaves very differently. The improved drainage changes everything. Terracotta pots especially help because they allow excess moisture to evaporate naturally through the sides of the container, and suddenly the plant stays tighter, healthier, and far more fragrant.
Munstead lavender is one of the best varieties for this because it stays relatively compact while remaining surprisingly cold hardy, and once established, the plant almost prefers being left alone. That is something beginners struggle to understand about lavender. The more people fuss over it, the worse it often performs. This is a Mediterranean plant. It evolved in dry, rocky soil under intense sun. Overwatering kills far more lavender than underwatering ever will.
There is a pattern you may have noticed by now. Almost every perennial on this list shares the same hidden advantage. They evolved in difficult conditions long before modern gardening existed. Dry hillsides, rocky soil, prairie heat, thin mountain ground. And because of that, they developed survival mechanisms most modern bedding plants simply do not have. That resilience is exactly what makes them thrive in containers. And the next plant may be the best pollinator perennial on this entire list.
Number 7. Daylilies. If container gardening had a set it and forget it category, daylilies would belong near the top because these plants tolerate an astonishing amount of neglect. Heat, humidity, missed watering, poor soil, daylilies simply keep functioning, and modern reblooming varieties now flower far longer than the older types many people remember from childhood gardens before. Some varieties continue producing flowers for months. The important thing is choosing compact or medium-sized cultivars instead of giant landscape daylilies that eventually overwhelm containers. In large pots near patios or walkways, they create an incredible amount of color for very little effort.
Number 6. Echinacea, purple coneflower. This plant was shaped by prairie survival, and prairie plants understand drought better than almost anything sold in a garden center today. That is exactly why Echinacea performs so well in containers. The roots handle heat beautifully. The flowers bloom through difficult summers. Pollinators love them. Birds eat the seed heads in winter. And unlike fragile annuals, the structure remains attractive long after flowering ends. What I love most about coneflowers in pots is how honest they are. They do not require constant feeding. They do not beg for attention. Give them sun, decent drainage, and room for the roots to establish, and they quietly perform year after year.
Number 5.
Black-eyed Susans. There's a reason this plant became an American garden classic. It survives conditions that destroy weaker flowers. Full sun, summer drought, neglect, humidity, wind. Black-eyed Susans just keep blooming. And in containers, the bright golden flowers create the kind of cheerful late summer display that instantly makes a patio feel alive. Many gardeners underestimate how valuable that emotional effect becomes. By August, when many annual containers already look exhausted, Black-eyed Susans are often just getting started.